Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a real Docker file from scratch in under 5 minutes. If you're a DevOps engineer, backend dev, or just curious how DevOps works, this one is for you. So let's begin. A Docker file is a text file that contains instructions to build a Docker image. It defines the environment, dependencies, and commands your application needs to run. Here we have a diagram of the Docker file. It is bundled with your source code, and then we build the Docker file, copying up all the code inside the Docker image that we are building, and then it outputs the Docker image, which we can run. Here we have our very simple and basic application. It's nothing, it's just going to print something on the UI, right? Docker file for this. All right, so for this, we are space images. We are starting with an official lightweight Node.js image, which is Node 18 Alpine, which helps keep your file image size low, perfect for production use cases. You're gonna use the directive, which is from, and you're gonna go for the Alpine image, Node 18. The version is 18. Next, we set the working directory inside the container. This is where all our app files will live. Every command after this runs from here. Work directory is user source app. You can define whatever you want, but this is how most of the time people are doing it. Now we are going to copy packages like the package.json and the right now it is package.json. Otherwise, it could also be package log.json file as well. So we're gonna do something like this. Copy package.json. Now we are going to install the dependencies, right? We have a run directive. We are installing only production dependencies to keep things lean and clean the npm cache afterwards to save even more space. We are going to do npm install only production and npm cache clean force. Right. Later on, we also have to include, that's for actually the security purpose that we are going to add a non-root user, which is going to access the application. Add group is a command in Linux and have Node.js new. The user is going to be 1001 and the group is going to be the same. Let's add the code inside the container. This copy command is going to take everything because you have to find a period. It means everything from your root directory to the working directory. This period does not mean that it's going to end up inside the root directory. It means it's going to end up inside the working directory of yours. Later on, we can provide a couple of permissions. We are going to change the owner of the folder of the working directories. The user we just created above with Node.js, and the directory we have is user src app. Once the user has the permission for the entire directory, we can easily execute our application. We have a couple of steps more to add on. We also have to, before running up a command to run the application, we have to make sure the user which is going to run the command is Node.js, right? We switch that to a non-root user. From here on, everything runs under this user and the best practice for security. All right, we know our application listens on port. Let me search port. Yeah, it is either going to get that from env or the default is 3000. We have to expose port 3000. Right. Now the last command we need is the cmd. This is a command which will run up the application, tell Docker what to do when the container starts, which is in our case is npm start that launches our application. Here we define the start script which runs the application. We can save this. We're gonna build it with this command. We're gonna say application new 1.0 build it. What happened? Oh, Docker build. Let's give it a name app 1.10. It's not a good name. I just given. It's now running it. It's now built. Now we're gonna execute the Docker run -c for the detached mode and define the port that we are going to use our application on. That's 3000 externally and 3000 internal. So we have our container. You can check the logs. Let's copy the ID and check logs. It's running. So now we're gonna check our localhost 3000, and it says it's running. Let me show you. If I stop this, go here, some of my processes is still using it. I have to debug that. Was I running it inside it? It's not running though. Oh, I didn't stop it. Wait, let me stop this. Our application is running fine with Docker, right? Perfect. And that's it. You just wrote a real Docker file in under 5 minutes. If you want to go advanced, you can add a non-root user, health checks, and multi-stage builds. Let me know in the comments if you want a part two. We can go advanced if you want. Thank you guys.